Okay, so now we want to open one of these files with the InfoPath that we created over here. Now, what we would actually do, I'll show you toward the end of this video or the next video, is we can actually put special statements inside the XML that tells the operating system that to open it with InfoPath. So first of all, though, I want to just show you the easy way. So we're going to open this thing that we just published a minute ago, this XSN InfoPath file. Okay, and then I want to open one of the files we were just looking at. So I'm going to say open, and I need the directory name. The easiest way for me to get it is just actually to copy it here. Oops, got the wrong one. I just want the directory name, actually. Okay, there's my two files. I want to see the dates. So I want to pick the one I created today or yesterday. And I want to open that with InfoPath. Oh, it's going to make me pick the stupid form again, which is a pain. So we're going to go over here and pick this time. Okay, get rid of that quote at the beginning and end. Okay, so you can see here, for instance, the comment. Obviously, we could have resized these fields to be more appropriate. Like address could be longer, comment could be a lot longer across the screen. You see the street address. Then you have a list here of all the products that this guy is ordering, and you could actually add new items to the order if you wanted to by clicking Insert Item here. But our purpose was basically just to approve this. So I could say my user ID is in Walters, the date and time I approved it is today. And notice there was no time in there, only the date. And I'm going to approve it, and then since I didn't deny it, I don't need a denial reason. Now, ideally what we would do is we would actually put a button in here when we would have to write a little bit of script or something. But to show you without writing any code what I can do, I basically now need to save this. So I'm going to say save as, and instead of putting it in the out directory now, I will go put it in the approval in directory, which is right here. And I'll just leave the file name the same. And I got an error that says I cannot save it. The form is marked as read-only. I'm not sure why it's read-only. Now off the video I just saved it again, and that time it worked. InfoPath is not my strongest suit. I'm more into the BizTalk itself. So now you can see it dropped the file over here, and then if we go to hat, okay, we actually had added some code in our orchestration. Our orchestration terminated, and it gave us a message the manager did not respond after so much amount of time. And therefore when we dropped the message back in a while ago, it didn't have any subscribers. So what happened is I didn't respond in a timely fashion. So we're going to clear these out, and we're going to start this little process over here. Okay, so we're going to begin this process again. We're going to drop our purchase order. We're going to go to the needs approval out directory, and that file should appear here in just a few seconds. Okay, there it is. And so we want to open it with InfoPath, would be one way to do this. So we could say here choose program. Then here we're going to pick InfoPath. I see Visio, but I don't see InfoPath here. So I guess I'm going to have to browse to it. And here's the Office 12 InfoPath EXE, which now it's on the list. And again, we have to browse to the name of the XSN file, which again in the future here I'll show you how you won't have to do that. Okay, and here's our PO, and we want to put our approval in here. So I'll put today's date, and I want to say it's approved, and then I'll say save as. go to the approval in directory. I'm going to give this a slightly different name. I'm just going to put Neil approved. Now, as long as InfoPath is open, it has its little grips on that file, so BizTalk won't actually read it in, which is kind of unfortunate. So you actually have to close InfoPath here, and then about half a second later the file will actually go. And now we can go back to HAT, run our query, and we can see here that the orchestration completed at 1:59. So at 1:58 we dropped our file, and then it took me a minute or two to actually describe what was happening to you, and then the file came back in, and then eventually the orchestration completed here. And you can see the orchestration started at 1:59. It finished at 2:01 because 2:01 was when we dropped the file back in. Now, let me show you one other little thing here. I will do that in the next video. So continue on to the next InfoPath video, please.